In the heart of ancient Egypt, beneath the shifting sands of time, there exists a profound mystery, a cosmic ritual that determined the fate of every soul seeking entry into the afterlife. It is a story of balance, truth, and judgment, a tale that has echoed through millennia. Welcome to the weighing of the heart. The Egyptians believed that the journey into the afterlife was one of transformation, a passage that required not just death, but spiritual purity. In this sacred process, one's heart was the key, the measure of their very essence. But what was it that weighed upon the soul of the departed? The heart, the seat of life and spirit, was believed to carry the weight of every thought, action, and intention. It was the essence of the soul, untouched by time yet shaped by every decision made in life. As the departed soul stood before the scales, the gods would weigh their heart against the feather of Ma'at. Ma'at, goddess of truth, order, and justice, represented the divine balance of the cosmos. Her feather was not merely an object, but a symbol of absolute truth, a cosmic scale upon which the universe itself is measured. If your heart was in harmony with Ma'at, if it was light with goodness, truth, and virtue, then you would pass through the gates of eternity unscathed. But if the heart tipped the scales, heavy, burdened by sin or deception, then the soul would face a far darker fate. For if the heart was found wanting, it would be devoured by Amit, the devourer of souls. Amit, a creature of unimaginable hunger, would consume the unworthy heart, ensuring the soul's eternal annihilation. No second chance, no rebirth. This was the final judgment. The soul would cease to exist, lost forever in the darkness beyond the gods. But there was one last step before the final decree. The heart, once weighed, was recorded by Thoth, the god of wisdom, writing down the fate of the deceased. The divine record was kept. No soul could escape the gaze of the gods. For those whose hearts were light, whose lives were lived in harmony with Ma'at, the scales would tip in their favor. They would journey toward the radiant fields of reeds, a paradise where they would live in peace for eternity. A life of joy, free from suffering, in union with the gods. The final judgment, administered by Osiris, would open the gates to this eternal home. In this realm, the soul would be one with the gods, living in harmony with divine order. The journey through the afterlife was a path not of mere death, but of spiritual rebirth. Before the scales were even touched, the deceased would first stand before the gods and recite the 42 negative confessions. These were declarations of purity, sworn oaths that they had not committed the sins of murder, theft, or deceit. With each confession, the soul cleared itself of any burden. The journey was not simple. It was filled with trials, each step more daunting than the last. But in the end, those who walked the path with a pure heart would be rewarded. They would not be lost to darkness. They would transcend. And so, the weighing of the heart remains a reminder, an ancient lesson carried through the ages. The heart, the soul, and the truth of one's life are not simply abstract concepts, but the very foundation of one's existence. The scales of Ma'at are ever before us, guiding us as we seek balance in this life and beyond. May your heart remain light, and your path forever true.
If you found this journey fascinating, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more esoteric explorations into ancient wisdom.